Married at First Sight UK participant Matt Jameson, who appeared on the show in 2021 as part of the first-ever gay couple with Daniel McKee, has raised concerns about the true intentions of this year's contestants. He believes they may not be participating in the show for the right reasons, especially as they continue to break the rules set by the producers to maintain the integrity of the social experiment. Matt's experience on the show and what happened after it ended shed light on the strict rules contestants are supposed to follow. After leaving the experiment, he and Daniel faced a challenging situation. They had signed non-disclosure agreements and were required to maintain a low profile for 3 months before the show's airing. Despite their genuine connection and relationship, they weren't allowed to be seen together in public. Matt even resorted to wearing disguises to avoid being recognized when they spent time in different locations, such as Leeds and Northern Ireland. Reflecting on this, Matt exclusively shared with Daily Star, "We signed NDAs. We had 3 months before the show aired and we had to keep a massive low profile. We were spending time in Leeds and Northern Ireland, but we weren't allowed to be out and about together." He went on to mention, "We ran the Great North Run together that year in Newcastle, but the show was still on, and no one was supposed to know we were together. I tried to make myself a little bit not like myself just because we weren't meant to be seen out together." Matt added, "But all of them now just seem to not care and just be like, oh, yeah, we're not together," and they're all being very vocal on their socials, which I thought was against the rules. The rules in question are designed to prevent viewers from finding out the outcomes for the couples before the show officially airs. These regulations include forbidding the contestants from featuring their partners on their social media and not following each other online until the series concludes. Despite these guidelines, there have been numerous instances of rule-breaking this season. Nathaniel, for instance, expressed his dissatisfaction with the producers and referred to the show as a complete sham before his exit from the experiment was broadcast. He also disclosed that he was no longer married to Ella Morgan, who later re-entered the experiment with J.J. Slater. Moreover, before his eviction from the show due to a confrontation with Jordan Gale, Luke Worley strongly hinted that he was still involved with Jay Howard, responding to a comment on Instagram with, "Stop flirting, I'm married." While there's a general expectation that contestants maintain secrecy about their relationships until the show concludes, it appears that some couples may not be adhering to these rules. Paul Liba and Tasha J., for instance, still follow each other on Instagram and actively engage on each other's posts. Matt's concerns are rooted in the fact that these ongoing rule violations suggest that some contestants may not be participating for the right reasons. He suggested that their eagerness to share their experiences and relationships on social media, despite the rules, indicates a desire for publicity rather than a genuine commitment to the social experiment. Matt noted, "From the way that some of the contestants are now talking about the show and the way it all went down, they're past caring over whether they're going to get in trouble. They just want to tell their side of the story. But that maybe shows that they weren't in it for the right reasons because they're not sticking to the rules and just going for it and getting as much publicity around themselves as they can." In conclusion, Matt Jameson's perspective on the rule-breaking behavior of this year's Married at First Sight UK contestants suggests that some may not be genuinely committed to the experiment's purpose, as they appear to prioritize public attention over maintaining the show's integrity. These rule violations raise questions about the motivations of the participants and their true intentions for taking part in the social experiment. Today's next news, shocking news revealed. Saunas, Carlisle featured on hit Married at First Sight. A Carlisle restaurant has featured on hit TV show Married at First Sight, with the team saying they were incredibly excited to welcome the show in for filming. Saunas on Lowther Street in the city featured in the Homestays episode of the show for Cumbrian contestant Adrienne Naylor when she came back to Cumbria to introduce her new husband to her friends. The episode, which was screened on, showed parts of the Lake District as well as shots of Carlisle's citadels and the Lake District. Adrienne and her husband Matt were also filmed walking up Lowther Street towards the restaurant, and once inside enjoyed a pizza with her 3 best friends. The popular Italian, Sardinian restaurant was used for the scenes, which are understood to have been filmed over the summer, with staff who follow the show being incredibly excited to welcome the cast and crew inside. A spokesman for Saunas said, "It was quite exciting for some of our members of staff who watched the show anyway. It was just really exciting. They were all really nice. The producer was nice and the couple and their friends were really nice. We weren't sure whether it would be featured or not. The producers weren't sure whether it would be featured or not, but it was really exciting to see our sign. It was just exciting to be part of the show." The hit show sees couples will make a lifelong commitment to one another at a glamorous ceremony, overseen by a wedding celebrant, that includes guests, bridal gowns, dancing, speeches and cake. When Adrienne entered the show, a spokesman for Married at First Sight UK said, "Feeling she's run out of dating options in rural Cumbria, Adrienne is on the hunt for a worthy man. Having left the family home at 15, she's always been fiercely independent, but now is looking for someone equally self-driven she can share a future with." Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.